And here we are, days after the presidential primary election, and we still don't know the winners from our local races in Baltimore City, and we may not for another few days.
The focus right now is on correcting the thousands of District 1 ballots that were mailed out incorrectly. WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs joins us from the warehouse still, where efforts are underway to count those votes.
Baltimore City Board of Elections employees and election judges work through the day to duplicate District 1 ballots because of a printing issue. This as voting rights advocates call for long-term change so that the issues we saw during the primary election never happen again.
The voters that are most hardest hit by this disaster are black and brown voters. And the state has to be accountable to this.
Calls for accountability and change after lots of issues with the presidential primary election in Baltimore City. The State Board of Elections saying their printing vendor sent out the wrong mail-in ballots for the Democratic race for District 1 City Council member. Now, Baltimore City Board of Elections employees and election judges are working in teams of 2, duplicating the impacted ballots so every vote gets counted.
One person calls out who the vote is for. The other person bubbles in the good ballot, and then once that's done, the process is to give that ballot to the other person to verify the correct markings have been made.
And then the ballot gets scanned through.
The process here has been really thorough and transparent.
The candidate or representatives from both campaigns watched this process. It was also live streamed.
Going forward, I would hope that this would never happen to another candidate, another voter. We should all be able to cast our votes and have full faith that our vote is being counted.
It's one of many issues voting rights activists are citing when calling for change and a thorough investigation. Long lines on Election Day and delayed or missing mail-in ballots, among other things.
At this point, the State Board of Elections needs to prove to us that this is only massive incompetence and it's not corruption. How is it that for 2018 and 2020, the state has procured vendors that have completely botched the assignment that they were given? Where is the due diligence?
Baltimore NAACP President Reverend Kobe Little is calling for all the senior leadership with the State Board of Elections to step down, as well as Baltimore City Election Director Armstead Jones.
As far as I'm concerned, I've done what I was supposed to do, and I'm here today making whatever necessary adjustments, cleaning up whatever mess has been made.
The Baltimore City Board of Elections will move on to counting the rest of the mail-in ballots once they completely finish counting the District 1 council member race. In Baltimore, Abby Isaacs, WMAR 2 News.